Okay.
Hi, Scott Orlin with Cinema Magazine. The terrific new film coming your way is called Belfast, and I'm here with one of the Belfast natives himself, Jamie Dornan. Jamie, as an actor, you travel all around the world and you inhabit various different characters. But how personally fulfilling is it when you play somebody basically from the streets where you grew up?
Yeah, it's lucky, I think, beyond anything else. I've been lucky again at different parts of my career so far to play uh, people from Belfast, but never with such specificity as this. Like, literally, the movie itself being called Belfast, that's not going to happen too many times in a career where a movie's called literally the town you're from. So that makes a lot of what you're having to do sort of easier straight away. It's a bit of a gift, really, is the way I look at it.
I love the parents because they're doing everything they can to protect their two sons.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, how much did it recall your own upbringing about what your parents did to kind of protect you?
Yeah, it resonated in a big way because I've never seen I've never seen anything about the conflict in the north of Ireland represented through the eyes of a 9-year-old boy and the family and the impact that has on just regular people trying to live their lives. But essentially, we usually see it from a more politicized or sectarian or paramilitary point of view. So to see it through a family dealing with it resonated in a big way, and I think for myself and all of us, we all, whether it was our generation before, had to make some big decisions based around what was going on at home. So, and obviously being a father myself, understanding what you would do to protect your family in those given circumstances. I felt I could really sort of relate to that. And people have had to make incredibly difficult decisions from that part of the world for a long time, even before the conflict. It's been a difficult place to be. All of Ireland has been. So I definitely recognized that and understood the gravitas of having to make those decisions to leave somewhere that was home, but being sort of driven out by circumstance.
And Carl Carlton, Gloria Esteban, and now Jamie Dornan have all wrapped their vocal talents around the song Everlasting Love. And I'm wondering, how interesting is that moment for you as an actor? I mean, why that song?
That was a given song. I think it was, there's a real sense of release and in that moment in the movie, in wakes in Ireland, there's always song. Sometimes it's more somber song, and sometimes it's more of a release and a joyous occasion, and often both working in tandem. And I think there was an idea of Ken wanting to feel like that, wanting to feel like this awful thing had happened and we'd lost Pop. And there was just this release and this sort of hope that there was this everlasting love still that existed within the family. And for Buddy, we're seeing it through his eyes, to see his parents like that and embraced like that and have all that sort of energy and love was important. And I've always loved that song, always have. It's a really interesting song. The instrumentation of it's really interesting. The sort of the structure of it's very sort of odd and interesting, and there's sort of nothing like it. So to be able to get the chance to sing it and perform it in that way was, yeah, it's a stressful day on set, but like it was also one of those days, as you know from the scene, that almost everyone except Kieran is there. So it's just, we were all there and it felt like a big sort of party really doing that.
Well, I'm not going to ask you to vocalize now, although that would be a great way to end this interview. Jamie Dornan, as always, the movie is called Belfast, and behind me is his favorite pub in Belfast that he told me to go to, which I did.
Yeah.
So a nod to you. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Scott. Good to see you, man. Thank you.